Step 3 asks us to open out the side panels, pressing seam open, stitch 1/4 of an inch away from side edges of opening and square stitching as shown. What they're asking us to do, there's this little hole we left in our thing. They want us to stitch around it so that, because there's going to be a lot of stress on this hole and they don't want it ripping open. They also don't want these coming back and bunching up. So we start this.
What's the seam?
The seam. So later on we're going to sew a casing here, and if these guys get in the way, your drawstrings don't come back and forth really nice. So we start by opening up this seam. So butterfly it open, press down.
And you've done that already on this one.
Yes.
So that's just the other one to match.
Check on the front that your seam's also open as much as it can get. It really doesn't matter whether you sew from the front or the back. The 1/4 of an inch is usually the edge of your presser foot. So I'm going to kind of estimate a 1/4 of an inch is that much above. Starting over here.
This will be where the pink thread will be nice because we'll really be able to see.
Yeah. Actually, if you want to, you can go ahead, like I want to see where it starts and stops. So I'm maybe just going to use this colored tape, or you could use chalk to mark it. I see it, how far it opens, and then I just go above and then below.
Seal sew not quite to the tape.
Yeah. If you accidentally forgot though to open up your seam, this is where you could use a buttonhole stitch and pretend that the center is the center of the buttonhole, and then you could tear it open in case. So you'd want to use a buttonhole stitch for a button that's at least an inch wide. So yeah. Okay. You want to have a nice pivot, come across.
Hopefully you're getting good at those by now. Needle down.
Turn.
Presser foot down. So here's a couple things. I can either leave it, that's pretty fine, or I can pull the threads to the back and seam rip out to there so it looks like one continuous thing. But do this on both. Did you go a little bit further down to better lock the thread
I
in
actually
place?
did it to connect because when I turned this corner it was a little wider.
I see.
Actually, if I were to do this again, I'd start here so that both my back stitching would be on one of the short ends instead of the long ends, and so just visually look more attractive. But this is also fine. It's not terrible. So do this on both pieces. Then you are going to follow, it says to follow steps 4 through 8 from the other pattern. It's still posted in here, but what you want to know is that on my other bag, my sides are the blue dinosaurs and my pockets are white. So this is these pieces, and the white is
dinosaurs and navy blue go together, and madras and white confetti go together.
Cool. All right.
And that's sewing the pockets and the panels of the bag together. That's what those steps are?
Yeah, I think it's just sewing the pockets.
Just the pockets, okay.
And then I think we'll be back for sewing the bags together.
Okay.